Over 60? 4 nuts you must eat and 4 you should never touch. Have you ever looked at a tiny snack and wondered how something so small could have such a big impact on your health? Maybe you've reached for a handful of nuts thinking, well, it's natural, it must be good for me. And most of the time, you're not wrong. But here's the catch. Not all nuts are created equal, especially after the age of 60. Some are little powerhouses that can help protect your heart, sharpen your memory, and even keep your joints happy. Others? Well, let's just say they could be doing more harm than good, and you'd never know unless someone told you. So, let's talk. Because if you're over 60, your body is more sensitive to certain foods, even the so-called healthy ones. In this video, we're diving into which nuts you should be eating to support your energy, brain, and heart, and which ones you might want to stop tossing into your trail mix. The goal here isn't to make you paranoid about food. It's to give you the knowledge and confidence to make the best choices for your body, starting today. Now, picture this. You're sitting in your cozy chair, watching TV or reading the paper, and you reach for a bowl of nuts, just to tide you over between meals. That little bowl can either be a smart health booster, or a sneaky source of inflammation, belly fat, or even high blood pressure. Let's start with the good ones, the nuts that are truly your friends after 60. And first on that list? Almonds. Oh, almonds are golden. If you're looking for a nut that supports your bones, skin, and even digestion, this is the one. As we get older, we naturally lose bone density. Calcium is important, sure, but almonds offer something even more critical: magnesium. It helps your body absorb calcium more effectively and strengthens your bones from the inside out. They're also rich in vitamin E, which acts like a little shield for your cells, protecting them from aging too fast. And if you ever feel sluggish in the afternoon, a small handful of almonds can give you a clean energy lift without the crash of sugary snacks. The key? Raw or dry roasted. No sugary coatings or salty mixes. Keep it simple. Keep it pure. Next up, walnuts. Now, I know walnuts aren't everybody's favorite. They've got a slightly bitter taste, and they can be a little messy with their crinkly shells. But let me tell you, your brain loves them. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the same kind that help reduce brain fog, improve mood, and keep memory sharp. After 60, it's natural for memory to get a little fuzzy now and then, but feeding your brain the right kind of fat makes all the difference. Walnuts also fight inflammation, which is a silent troublemaker behind so many senior health problems: arthritis, heart disease, even cognitive decline. So if you're noticing more stiffness or forgetfulness than usual, adding a few walnuts to your breakfast or afternoon snack might just help turn things around. But just as important as knowing what to eat is knowing what to avoid. And this next nut, while it sounds exotic and delicious, might be one you want to skip entirely: cashews. Now, before you shake your head and say, "But I love cashews," hear me out. Cashews are tricky. They're creamy, satisfying, and found in everything from nut butters to vegan cheese. But here's the truth. They're incredibly high in oxalates, and that's not good news for your kidneys. As we age, our kidneys don't work quite as efficiently, and too many oxalates can lead to kidney stones or make existing kidney issues worse. Cashews also tend to be heavily salted when sold in stores, and too much sodium can raise blood pressure. A big no-no if you're trying to protect your heart. If you're in perfect kidney health and love the occasional cashew, fine. But if you've ever had kidney stones or been told to watch your salt, it's best to keep cashews as an occasional treat, not a daily snack. Now that we've looked at almonds, walnuts, and why cashews might not be your best friend, let's keep going. Because there are a few more nuts you'll definitely want to hear about. Now, we've already started peeling back the curtain on how some nuts can be secret heroes for our health, while others, surprisingly, might be doing more harm than good. And that's the tricky thing, isn't it? At our age, we don't have time to play guessing games with our bodies. Every bite counts. Every choice matters. So, let's keep this conversation going and talk about a few more nuts you'll want to reach for and the ones you might want to quietly scoot to the side. Let's talk about almonds. Oh yes, those humble, crunchy little guys that have found their way into just about everything from snack packs to almond milk. And for good reason. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your cells from damage. That matters more than ever when we're over 60, because our bodies aren't as quick at repairing themselves as they once were. Vitamin E supports brain function too. So if you've ever found yourself walking into a room and wondering what you came in for, a few almonds a day might help sharpen those edges. And the best part? They're also great for your heart. Almonds can help lower bad cholesterol and keep your arteries flexible. Just make sure you're not overdoing it. A small handful, about 8 to 10 almonds, is plenty. Your heart and your waistline will thank you. But as we're adding almonds to our yes please list, there's another nut that might be sitting in your pantry right now that we need to talk about. Cashews. I know. They're creamy, they're delicious, they feel like a treat. But here's the thing. Cashews are high in oxalates, and that can be a problem, especially if you've had kidney issues or you're prone to kidney stones. Oxalates can build up and lead to discomfort, or worse. Plus, many of the cashews on the shelf are salted or roasted in unhealthy oils, which can raise your blood pressure and leave your joints aching more than usual. If you love that rich flavor, you might be better off choosing a healthier nut oil in your cooking, or treating yourself to a small serving only once in a while, unsalted and raw, if possible. Now let's shift to one that might not be on your radar at all: Brazil nuts. These big, bold nuts are like nature's multivitamin in a shell. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day can give you all the selenium you need, which is fantastic for your thyroid. And as we get older, our thyroid function can slow down, leaving us tired, gaining weight, or even feeling cold all the time. Selenium helps keep that little butterfly-shaped gland in your neck humming like it should. The trick is not to overdo it. Too much selenium can actually backfire. So stick with just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day, and you'll be golden. But while we're adding Brazil nuts to our yes list, let's talk about macadamia nuts. Now, before we get too far, let me say, if you live in Hawaii or you've visited recently, I understand how tempting they are. Creamy, buttery, and often dipped in chocolate, or salted to the moon and back. But here's the deal. Macadamia nuts are incredibly high in fat. And yes, I know it's mostly the good kind of fat, but they're also extremely calorie-dense. Just a small handful can add hundreds of calories to your day. And when you're trying to manage your weight or blood sugar, that can be a sneaky setback. If you absolutely love them, go ahead and enjoy a couple now and then. But treat them more like a dessert, not a daily snack. So, as you're standing in front of the nut aisle at the store, or maybe peeking into your kitchen cabinet after this video, remember, this isn't about restriction. It's about empowerment. It's about making choices that work with your body, not against it. You've come a long way in life, and your body deserves the best support you can give it. That might mean swapping out a favorite snack for something that nourishes instead of inflames. Or maybe it means giving yourself permission to say no to things that just don't serve you anymore. And while we're still exploring the nuts that deserve a standing ovation in your diet, and the ones that should quietly take a back seat, there's one more nut we absolutely need to talk about. Because this next one, well, it might just surprise you. That surprise nut? It's the good old peanut. Yep, technically a legume, not a true nut. But let's be real, most of us treat peanuts just like any other nut. They're in our trail mixes, peanut butter, snack bowls, and even some of our protein bars. But here's where things get a little complicated. Peanuts have a bit of a double life. On the one hand, they're rich in protein and fiber, and they offer resveratrol, an antioxidant you usually hear about in red wine. That's all great, but here's the part you need to know. Peanuts are also one of the most common carriers of aflatoxins, toxic substances produced by molds that can grow on improperly stored nuts. And aflatoxins have been linked to liver issues and even cancer over time. Now, that doesn't mean you have to swear off peanut butter forever, but it does mean you should be picky. Choose organic peanuts or natural peanut butter with as few ingredients as possible. Just peanuts, and maybe a bit of salt. Skip the versions with added oils, sugars, or preservatives. And always store your peanuts in a cool, dry place, ideally in the fridge, to reduce the risk of mold. Now, let's balance that bit of caution with some good news. Let's talk about a superstar nut that doesn't get nearly the credit it deserves: hazelnuts. Hazelnuts are often overlooked because we tend to associate them with chocolate spreads. You know the one. But on their own, they're packed with nutrients that are particularly beneficial as we age. They contain folate, magnesium, and vitamin B6, all crucial for brain function, mood stability, and keeping our energy levels up. As the years go on, fatigue can become a quiet enemy that sneaks into our days. Hazelnuts help combat that, and they also support heart health and reduce inflammation. Two big wins in any senior's health journey. Just like with the others, moderation is key. A small handful, raw and unsalted, can go a long way. Let's take a breath for a moment and zoom out. If all this talk about nuts has your head spinning, here's a simple way to think about it. Stick to the raw, unsalted versions whenever possible. Rotate your nut choices so you're getting a variety of nutrients. Keep portions small but consistent. Daily is good. A handful is enough. Watch for hidden oils, sugars, and salts in packaged nut products. Your body isn't asking for perfection. It's asking for care, for thoughtfulness, for little decisions made each day that add up to a longer, stronger, better life. And here's something beautiful to consider. Nuts aren't just food. They're also a symbol, a reminder that what's small can be mighty, that what seems simple can be full of strength and nourishment, just like you. You may not be sprinting up mountains these days, but every step you take, every thoughtful bite, every mindful choice, that's powerful. You're showing your body love. You're choosing to thrive, not just survive. In just a moment, we're going to wrap up with a few final thoughts on how to build the perfect nut mix, tailored for your body after 60. We'll also talk about the danger zone, a few nut-based snacks that look healthy, but secretly work against your health goals. So, don't go anywhere. What's coming next might just save you from unknowingly sabotaging your progress and give you the tools to snack smarter for years to come.